Hey, welcome my From Process to Pure Food Movement family members. Hey, this is Ed Logan, and I want to explain to you today a couple of things that I have been doing that you may not have been aware of. All right, so I have been involved in an experiment for about the last 2.5 to almost 3 months. And I'm going to bring that to a close, and I'm going to explain to you why I'm going to be bringing that to a close. All right. But first, before I do that, let me tell you that we are getting ready to open up the doors to our members club again. We had closed the doors previously, and we're getting ready to open them back up for those who would like to join. Let me tell you what we've got going on. I'm going to give you just a slight little insight about what we're going to be doing. There is a team now who is working together in our membership club, and I want to introduce them to you. First, if you all don't know, I want to introduce you to Muriel Wilcott. Many of you are probably going to know her because of her outstanding raw recipes that she creates. Also on Facebook, you can go look at her in Muriel in the Raw. You will find her Facebook page there. She is going to be working with us to help coordinate the whole recipes. And also she's going to be showing you how to fix some of these whole food raw recipes as well. So she's going to be joining us, and she's going to be teaching how to do that. We also have Mr. Lawrence Richardson. Mr. Lawrence Richardson, he's a bodybuilder. All right. So you can go, if you would like to find out who these people are, Lawrence Richardson actually has a Facebook page called Leaf Life. So you can go to his Facebook page, Facebook group, and look him up on there, and you will see. So I've actually done interviews on both of them. So you can go and find my interview with Muriel, and you can also scroll down even further, because this was a while back ago. I did an interview with Lawrence Richardson. Okay, so if you can see what we're getting ready to incorporate here, okay, we're going to be talking about the Bible, and we're going to be talking about biblically eating and how we're to do that, how we're to esteem the Father with our health. Okay, so I'm going to be in charge of that, and Muriel is going to be in charge of the recipes and teaching you all the things to fix, and Lawrence is going to be in charge of helping us with the fitness. So if you would like to take part in this members club, it's going to be knockout awesome. And I'm so glad that we are going to be working together and developing things that is going to be great content for you all to help you go through your life and experience eating the correct way to please our Father. Okay, so I hope that that's good for you. I hope that that is some good information for you. I'll let you know when those dates are going to happen. You will know it. It is going to be in October when we're going to open up the doors again. So I'm looking so forward to it. I'm what they call stoked over it. All right. So anyway, for those of you all who don't know me, my name is Ed Logan. Many of you may know me from Fruit for Your Life, and also with this channel, From Process to Pure Food Movement. Okay, so I don't know if a lot of you know that I eat mostly fruit, majority fruit. And that's just a way of life that I've had now for the last year and a half. I eat 80% fruit raw, and I also will eat 20% produce, meaning I will eat some nuts, and I also eat salad. I'll eat raw salad as well. Okay, so every now and then I will incorporate a little bit of cooked food into that, but not very often. So, but what I wanted to do was I wanted to show people that if you simply move away from processed food and begin to eat food that our Father created for us to eat, your health will improve. Your health will get better. I'm sure of it. I can't make any promises to you, but I'm telling you, if you eat the food that my Father designed for you, your health is going to improve. I want to tell you some things that happened to me while I was doing this little experiment that is causing me to cut it short. But had I never done how I was originally eating, just fruit, had I had my old life about 2 years ago, almost 300 pounds. 280 pounds is about where I was hovering at. Had I been there and started eating like I'm getting ready to talk to you all about eating simply whole food, it doesn't matter whether it's raw or cooked, my health would have changed. It totally would have changed had I only started eating from what comes from the Bible. Okay, so let me explain why I'm going to go back to what I was doing. Once you understand what feeling good really is, and I understand that eating fruit primarily is really tough for people, and not everybody has to do that. That's just something that I chose to do, something that I researched, something that I found, something that I love. I love fruit. Okay, so that's what I chose to do. But once you go on, let me say this, on the deep end like that, and you get your body down to a place where you've lost all of your weight, you have energy you don't know what to do with. Once you get there and you start feeling that way, you're not sluggish, you're not sleepy. I mean, I'd wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning because I couldn't sleep any longer. Once you understand that feeling, it's kind of like you don't ever want to leave that. So when I started eating cooked food, I kind of left that area, that range. So let me tell you some of the things that I was eating. Listen, I would eat anything that comes from the ground. We know that our Father made food from the ground for us. He made plants and he made food from the trees for us as well. So as long as I knew that I was eating from the ground and I was eating from the trees, I'm totally fine. That includes your grains, your rice, beans, all of those things. Those were the things that I pretty much was eating. As a matter of fact, I was eating sauteed vegetables. I was eating rice. I was eating beans. My daughter can make some awesome flatbread. It doesn't have yeast or anything in it, but she used the best flour that you can have to make bread with. Now, you will not catch me eating store-bought bread. You just won't do it because of the ingredients in the store-bought bread. Listen, if you read those ingredients and look those ingredients up, I promise you, you will not, with a clear conscience, as a servant of our Father, with a clear conscience, you will not eat that bread from the store again like that. Okay? So I did not eat store-bought bread. I would eat some flatbread that my daughter would fix. And my wife and daughter, they even made regular bread. And I love it. So I didn't eat a lot of bread. I would eat a wrap, that they would make or something like that. I would eat that. And those are the things that I eat, but I knew where it came from. Okay, so those things that I have control over, that I process or my family processes, hey, I'm fine with that. I'm just not trusting an industrial company to go out and fix my food for me and process it and then give it to me, and I don't know what's in it. But when my own family does it, it's awesome. All right, so I did eat those types of things. I want to show you all a couple of photos of me. Let's see which one I want to pull out. Okay, so this is me back last year. This is my lowest point. I was at 195 pounds. So, of course, I was nothing, strictly fruit, strictly nuts at that time. Wasn't touching hardly any cooked food. I would have a little bit of I think you call it air fried mushrooms. I would have that to go in my salad and maybe some sauteed vegetables. Very rarely would I do that. But like I said, look how small I was, man. But that's no big deal because I'm going to show you another one. This is going to be a thumbnail for my Fruit for Your Life, a video that I actually put up. Okay, so do you see that picture in the middle? That's actually me now, 224 pounds. Okay, so I did gain almost 20 pounds by going off of fruit and begin to eat grains, rice, and things like that. So I did pick up weight, which is understandable when you're eating majority fruit. Your body's metabolizing that so quickly. You're burning it off so quickly, and you're using that fruit as straight energy. As soon as you eat it, within about 30 minutes, you're already processing and burning the sugar from that fruit. Okay, so I was just at my best when I was at the smallest. But since I've been eating grains, since I have been, eating cooked vegetables and things like that, a baked potato, those types of things, I did gain a little bit of weight, but that was to be expected. Okay, so for those of us who are grossly overweight, you're going to still lose weight. All right, so believe it or not, I'm still wearing, even though I got up to 224 pounds, I'm still wearing my same clothes. Now, when I lost all my weight, I couldn't wear any of my clothes anymore. I was told by people, you need to go buy you some more clothes. You need to change your belt, so forth and so on. So I had to do that. I had to get new clothes to wear. Okay. But since I started eating, basically biblical food, I haven't had to get out of those clothes. My belt buckle is still at the same size, even though it is a little bit tighter. My pants still at the same size, even though it is a little bit tighter. My shirts are still the same size, even though they are a little bit tighter. So I say all that to say this. Um, I was doing the way that I eat was very extreme for a lot of people. A lot of people could not do what I do, and I'm actually going back to that because I just feel my best doing that. And I'm not saying that anybody has to do that. I'm not pushing that on anyone to do that. All I'm doing is pushing you to get away from the processed food that these industries make for us and start eating the food that our Father has created for us to eat. If you simply eat that, your health is going to get better. I promise you, your health is going to, I can't make any promises. Sorry. Your health has to get better because when you come off of the processed food that has all the extra ingredients in it that we don't even know what it is, when you begin to clearly eat grain from the ground, produce from the ground, fruit from the trees, your body is going to rejuvenate itself. You see, that's the problem with most of us right now is our bodies are so worn out and so torn down from this industrial edible product that they give us. I was looking at a vending machine the other day, and I actually took a photo of that vending machine, and I was looking at all of the stuff that is in there. Not one thing out of 25 products, not one thing was beneficial in there. If a person was to build their whole life off of that substance, you would be sick in a matter of a month, probably less than a month. I would say less than a month because there's no nutrition in that kind of food. All right. So just know from my experiment, from what I was able to do, that you will, for those of you who are overweight and those especially who are grossly overweight like I was, you will lose weight just simply eating the foods of the Bible. Remember Daniel? Remember all of them was in the cell and they told the jailer, hey, no, we don't want to eat the king's food, at least the king of Babylon's food. We don't want to eat that food. Just give us vegetables and water. And it said that their skin, their appearance was so much better. That's what the Most High's food does for us. It restores our body. It brings us back to life. All right. So hopefully you understand. Again, I have nothing against eating the foods of the Bible whatsoever. I believe that everyone should eat that. But for me, I'm going to go back to eating majority fruit because I know what it does for my body and I know how it feels. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I'll never eat, rice and all those things again. I'm not going to tell you that whatsoever. But for right now, I just know I feel my best when I'm eating raw fruits and when I'm eating raw vegetables, like the salads that I'll eat on the weekend, the fruit that I'll eat throughout the week, the nuts that I will eat throughout the week as well. All right. So you're going to learn a lot from this channel. We're going to be adding a lot more content to this channel. For those of you, we're up to 171 subscribers now. And just last week, we had 155 subscribers, and now we're up to 171 subscribers within the last week. So people are paying attention. I believe that the Father is going to be directing people to this channel because we're going to learn how to eat, and we're going to eat the way He calls us to eat. So let's eat from the King's table, and I think we'll see that our bodies will be just fine and your heart will be glad. All right. Hey, I'll see you on the next video. Look forward to those of you all who, again, are thinking about joining our members club. I'll give you more information about that. Go check out Muriel Wilcox information, her channel that she has, her group that she has on Facebook, and go check out Lawrence Richardson, who has Leaf Life. Go check them out so that you can get to know them. All right. Hey, you all take care. I'll see you on the next video. All right. Bye-bye.